Step 1. Understanding sleep. My parents loved to tell the story of how, when I was 4 years old, I slept through a fire alarm. My mom was cooking after I had gone to sleep. She burned something and the alarm went off. My brother and sister both woke up and ran downstairs. However, my parents had to come into my room, carry me outside, speak with the firefighter, and then bring me back into my room to sleep, all without waking me. I had been in such a deep sleep that when my brother told me the story the next morning, I thought he was making it up. 10 years after that incident, when I was a teenager, I couldn't fall asleep in complete silence. Like many teens, I was having trouble getting up in time for school. Yet, unlike my peers who might go to bed a couple hours later than their parents, I was falling asleep only a couple of hours before first period. The worst part was, no one could help me. I was referred to a sleep specialist and tried a number of potent medications. I even tried reversing my sleep cycle by staying up all night so I would fall asleep early the following evening, but it never lasted. No one ever looked at the root causes of my poor sleep. Or, if my doctor did, he kept it to himself and continued to try to medicate my symptoms rather than fix the underlying problem. My doctors had ruled out conditions like sleep apnea to account for my poor sleep, but they had no idea what was causing my insomnia. I had no clue as to what might cause extreme insomnia in the first place. This uncertainty left me feeling powerless and at the mercy of my doctors. Since I had no idea why I was struggling to sleep, I had to wait for a treatment from my doctor. The treatment was most often a strong sleeping pill that wasn't recommended for long-term use. I didn't make any other changes in my life because I didn't know what types of changes I needed to make. In university, I studied psychology. My courses helped me understand what happens in the brain leading up to and during sleep. This information helped me know what might cause sleep disturbances. It also began my journey into reading obsessively about sleep and experimenting with my sleep habits. What happens to the brain during sleep? At night, you get in bed, close your eyes, and voila! The next morning you wake up well rested and ready to take on the day, theoretically. But what is happening to our brains during this shut-eye, and why is it essential for nearly every aspect of our health and daily functioning? Sleeping and dreaming were some of the things I was most excited to learn about when I was studying psychology at university. So I was a little disappointed to discover that scientists don't exactly know why we need to sleep or why we dream. However, lack of sleep has been linked to poor daily functioning as well as many illnesses, such as diabetes, cardiovascular disease, depression, and obesity, which isn't a disease, but depending on your disposition, could put you at higher risk for cardiovascular disease and other illnesses. Sleep deprivation affects memory, reasoning, mood control, and it can also lead to death. In the United States, it's estimated that 83,000 vehicle crashes per year are a result of drowsy driving. In a study done on rats, all rats were given a physical task to do, and one group was deprived of sleep while the other group was not. In the sleep-deprived group, many of the rats got sick, were unable to maintain body weight or body heat, and eventually died. Lastly, chronically sleep-deprived people, sleeping less than 6 hours per night, are likely to die earlier than their longer sleeping counterparts.